This is Wicked Rhody, a wicked good podcast about Rhode Island events and life. Hello and welcome. My name's Mary Larson.
And I'm Ben DeCastro. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Woohoo!
Oh, it's the greatest time of the year. Mary, do you know what a haka is?
No.
Okay. Well, I sit back and relax, kids, because today's an educational episode. No. A haka is very popular, and the videos are starting to surface all over the internet. I think it's either New Zealand. It's one of those islands in the South Pacific, Asian area, South Pacific. Mm-hmm. But it's when you see like a whole group of people, like it kind of like a sports team, or it's essentially it's a chant that is very cultural over there. And if you look up haka,
how do you even spell it? Because I've typed in HOCA, and it's just a lot of people wearing hats. Oh, there we go.
There you go. So you see the teams. It's been men's team and women's teams. It's one person calls out, rah, 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 rah. I don't know the words, and then everybody's like, doing this. It's just this giant pump you up thing. It's an amp thing, and it's actually a tradition dating back, multiple centuries. I assume is the official, like, how long it's been, if not many, many decades. But it's a charge from a group or village to a young warrior, man or woman, saying, you'll fight battles, and like there's a whole translation and meaning for it. This has become very popular because people are doing it in airports now when they see people from that. And again, it's very cultural specific. I want to create a haka just for the Thanksgiving feast. Like it's very Mel Gibson. What was that? Braveheart.
Yeah.
Very today is our
like
destiny.
Dance moves. Yeah, I like this.
Well, dance moves, I wouldn't say that because it's not like, flossing or the electric slide.
No.
It's very intense.
Okay,
so look that up.
Haka.
I wanted to like rewrite it, first we get turkey and then we get gravy.
Yes.
You have everybody behind you screaming and gravy. So that's how I'm approaching the Thanksgiving table all weekend long. I think I've made my point. Thanks so much for tuning in. And what are you are, if you're listening on Thanksgiving morning while you're getting the bird together, Mary, you actually are deep frying the turkey.
We're hosting. We've been hosting ever since we've had kids, and we fry our turkey mostly because it only takes 45 minutes. I'll be straight with you. I mean, it tastes delicious. It is a little scary. You need to be really, really clear with what you're doing if you're frying a turkey. So we are very careful. We watched many a YouTube tutorial on how to fry turkeys. Good.
Because the firefighter in me says, hey, let's review. Because the first thing I said to you is, you're not doing it near the house, right?
Correct. And I said,
where are you doing it?
Yeah, at the end of our driveway. Yeah.
Right near the street.
Right near the street. Yep.
Which the fire department, God forbid anything happens, the fire department will be really appreciative of. Because they'll be right there. It'll be like, okay, guys, don't even use the hose. Just kind of like squirt it out the nozzle, straight off the truck.
Yes,
put it out.
right there.
You actually don't use water, ladies and gentlemen. Use dry chemical extinguisher because it's grease fire.
Oh, yes. Look at
this.
So
they'll let the pros do it. But yeah, that's...
our neighbors all come out. The guys sit around the bubbling oil, and they eat cheese and drink a few libations while not too many, just have their little one so that they're safe with the turkey, with the bird. And it's done in 45 minutes. Generally during that 45 minutes we get the kids outside, they burn off some energy, but of course not this Thanksgiving since it's going to be winter.
Well, they would, yes. Now is the winter of our discontent.
Yes.
No, the kids would play in the backyard because you don't want them anywhere.
Correct.
You don't want them anywhere near it, folks. Not like we're giving you, cooking with class here. Chef Frank Terranova from NBC 10. We're not giving you like how to cook it, but you're right. You got to be smart. You got to.
Yeah.
I can't tell you. I've seen people try to do this in the garage.
Oh.
It's bad idea.
Yes. No thanks.
Way too much heat going on there. So, well, you've done it before. You've got a lot of expertise. And now, do you do anything? It's early this year. Thanksgiving is early because we still have another episode in the month after this week.
So odd. I know.
So how are you handling that? Because this gives you extra days to shop, or are you one of those early shoppers?
Oh, I'm an early shopper. I'm
okay.
I think I'm about 80% done. I just have to take care
of.
Yeah. Yes. I have to just take care. I have to take care of like our older nieces and nephews, and we generally give them money.
On the day of recording, which is, we're actually recording this episode back in July. No, I'm kidding. It's so you're 80% done. That's great.
Yeah, I actually started to think about if I should just wrap the gifts now, so then I would have even less to do during the holidays, because I like to make sure it's all done. I don't want to have to go to the stores. For those of you who don't know, I live pretty much in between Garden City and Route 2 of Warwick, so I don't like to leave my house after Thanksgiving. It's
not without extraction team with the U.S. Marines, dropping down and getting you out via helicopter.
Exactly. So I have been shopping already. Yep, my parents are done. My husband's done. The kids are mostly done. And really, it's now down to the nieces and nephews. And to be honest, as I told you, the older ones just get cash. So I think I have 3 nieces and nephews to purchase for. And then the other ones just get money. And I'm done.
Now, here's a question for you. When you give the gifts to the nieces, the nieces and nephew who get the gifts, not the cash, which is always a great gift no matter who you are.
Exactly.
But the actual gift. See, I used to write the name of the kid just in the corner in black Sharpie marker, like, hey, this one's going to Caleb or Joshua. And then when I got married, I was informed that was wrong. Like that. So how do you do it? Do you, if you're wrapping them early, do you just put a little marker? Are you making official tags?
Oh, no.
The wrapping paper gets thrown out.
It does.
Okay, I'll use newspaper. I don't care.
For my family, I generally wrap gifts in wrapping paper for each person, so that way the kids just know, oh, that's my wrapping paper. I might just write a letter.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm simple, but my kids are young, so I just write an R or an F. And then with the nieces and the nephews, I just get those stickers, those little stickers to and from. I'm one of those people. I'm nothing too fancy.
I had to think of I had to think of Larson Ladd's name because I've always just called him Larson Ladd.
The lad, yeah.
I'm like, is it Robert?
Yeah, what's going on there? Yes. So, but yeah,
Roger?
Thanksgiving, can't wait, and of course, holiday shopping. A lot of people are pumped up. You yourself, you're usually the Christmas Eve shopper kind of person, right?
I am I don't do any Christmas shopping since I put this wedding ring on, my friend. Let me tell you something. That has been a duty that I have gladly handed off with no regrets. No, I will. Obviously, I shop for who I need to, and I'll get what's necessary. And beforehand, I was sitting the gift card kiosk, right there, boom, Home Depot for Dad, some LL Bean for Mom or something, someplace she can get some clothes, or if they needed furniture, obviously just grab a Cardi's gift card. It was great. Just run downstairs from my office. Hi, Christmas cards, fill them out. There you go. Boom, done. But no, that's always great. So you don't have to go out on Black Friday and deal with all the shopping, which is good. But if you are out and about, tuned in while you're bustling up, maybe you're listening on Thanksgiving Day. In that case, save a little turkey and green bean casserole for me. If you're getting errands done, whatever, just listen to the episode. If you hear something that piques your interest, we'll have all the notes for you, the links and the info on our show notes, which are always on our website, wickedroadypodcast.com.
So Ben, what do you have for this week's Wicked Interesting Pick of the Week?
Well, Mary, it's that time of year. I just got done recording this week's episode of Carpooling with Ben with the U.S. Marines because the Toys for Tots program is alive and well and happening all across southern New England at Cardi's Furniture Mattresses locations. And Cardi's is doing something new this year. So we could kind of put this in the over-the-border line. We could put this but in Rhode Island because they have locations here and there. But we put it in Wicked Interesting because Cardi's Furniture this year is doing free photos with Santa.
What?
A free photo by a professional photographer. Blue Flash Photography.
Awesome. Okay?
Free photos on certain dates, and it starts this weekend on Saturday from 11 to 4 p.m. right over the line there, the South Attleboro location. Okay, so free photos with it. You could use your own photo, your own camera as well, but Blue Flash Photo will be there. You'll get a free photo to take home with you. It's a wonderful thing. And then on Sunday, they'll be at the Cardi's Furniture in Wareham. Fast forward to next weekend. On the 1st and the 8th, they'll be in Swansea. On the 8th, they'll be in West Warwick. And then on December 9th, they will be in Seabrook, New Hampshire.
Wow.
So they are covering the whole area. We're going extremely over the line there up to New Hampshire, but which is good because logistically that one's a lot less travel for Santa. He can go right back up to the North Pole. But this is one of the things, Cardi's is always very active in the community. They've got just is perfect.
Yeah.
You can bring a gift for Toys for Tots. You don't have to. The photo is free regardless. And get a great, wonderful, beautiful photo with Santa Claus. It's not the hustle and bustle of the mall. You can do some Christmas shopping while you're there. Nick, Ron, and Pete will gladly welcome that. Hey, nothing says happy holidays like a brand new recliner. I have to throw the voice in on that one. But this is just awesome that, Cardi's has really stepped it up this year. The 5 different times you can get a free photos with Santa. And you know what? It's open to well-behaved pets. My well-behaved squirrel is not coming, but you can bring a well-behaved pet. And again, this is open for children's. If you want to do a whole family photo, this is perfect.
That's amazing. I love that whole idea. Look at
you. And they always have they have wonderful backdrops and settings. The whole design team, it's always, top notch over there. So check that out. Happening on a select dates at different locations, but it all starts on Saturday from 11 to 4:30, which is Small Business Saturday.
Perfect.
Small Business Saturday from 11 to 4:30 in South Attleboro, and then on Sunday at their Wareham location, again, 11 to 4:30. All these dates, it's going to be free photos with Santa, compliments of Cardi's Furniture and mattresses. I got so excited I didn't even end that segment the right way. That's our wicked interesting. Yeah, that's our wicked interesting pick of the week. I'm like, I'm supposed to say something there. Music. Oh yeah. Hey, here's the wicked fun in the 401. Take it away, Mary.
I love that I noticed your natural cadence, and I was like, here we go. This is the end. Oh my goodness.
Well, we've only done this 112 times.
You know. So the first thing we want to mention in the wicked fun in the 401 is actually the Newport Mansions. Just to remind you that, like, 'tis the season. I mean, it's now the holiday season, and like you said, Ben, because we have Thanksgiving so early this year, you really kind of get that extra week if you want to be in the spirit and kind of do some holiday things that usually might not make it to your calendar just because you're so busy with all of the other commitments that you have. So if you haven't been to the Newport Mansions at all this year, now's a great time. Of course, they're all decorated. You can make some wonderful holiday memories with your family. You can visit the Breakers, the Elms, and Marble House, of course, during the holiday season. All 3 houses are decorated and they're open for daily tours Saturday through Tuesday, Saturday, November 17th. So it's already been going on through Tuesday, January 1st. So it's going on through New Year's Day, and this is just, you could actually get like a group ticket, so you could go visit all 3 of the houses for a really discounted rate, really make a whole day out of it. But I mean, we all know, we've seen the photos, we see the Instagram. I was about to say IG. I was going to talk the lingo. I was going to use
the abbreviations.
Right. We've all seen the great photos, and if you haven't seen, they make some great time lapses. Wow, I'm really fantastic at speaking today.
Stay hot, Mary. Stay hot. Turkey's not ready yet.
Right? I need to have another cup of coffee. Of like creating the poinsettia and
yes.
All these different things that they've been able to do to prepare the mansions for the holidays. So if you have some free time this weekend, you might want to go check that out.
Excellent. Yeah, talk about, I like what you said there as far as we always forget, like we put it off because we don't have, that extra week is going to make a huge difference.
Yes.
Because you have the time to do some awesome things. For example, maybe you've never had a chance to take in the Nutcracker, which is obviously one of the most quintessential events of the season. It's right up there with A Christmas Carol and all the other staples that are out there. The Nutcracker Ballet, presented by the Heritage Ballet, will be taking place full length, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, full length on Saturday and Sunday this weekend up at the Stadium Theater Performing Arts Center in Woonsocket. On Saturday, there's a 2 o'clock show and a 7:30 show. On Sunday, there's a 2 p.m. show, which is going to be just a wonderful thing. You know, it's the classical ballet, the little girl named Clara who receives a nutcracker from her godfather for Christmas. She dreams that the nutcracker comes to life and, of course, battles the mischievous Mouse Queen.
It's so fun. It's such a fun show.
When you watch it, if you close your eyes, you might feel like you're playing Tetris. Because the music from Tetris. Remember the old Nintendo game Tetris?
Yeah.
That's all Nutcracker music.
Really? Oh, you're right.
So there you go. So that's right, folks. You didn't have to pay for that, but the tickets are on sale now up there at the... Yeah, good thing you didn't have to pay for that sound effect. The tickets are on sale over there at the Stadium Theater, and of course, always a wonderful time up there. Beautiful, beautiful place. Get dressed up, take the kids. I mean, it's going to be an unbelievable experience over there if you've never been, especially. What else do we got going on, Mary?
Well, it is the 12th annual Short Story Film Festival. That's right. I said short because it's a really short story. This is going on
Wicked
Saturday.
shorts.
Wicked, right? They should be calling it Wicked Short. It's taking place Saturday from about like 2:30 in the afternoon till actually 11:30 at night, and this is at AS 220 right there in Providence on their main stage. There are going to be so many short films. This is going to be they include live action films, animated films from across the globe, all of which are going to be telling you a story under 6 minutes. So
really?
yeah, you can because they're going to be from all over the world, you'll be able to enjoy different cultural excursions, different little, films, all different types. But this is a really interesting event. So if you are someone who loves just the idea of a film, if you're someone who maybe you're a filmmaker, maybe you have a teenager who wants to look into film, or if you're just looking for something really different to do, you can head on over and check this out. So the first program is going to be called Heartstrings, and that's from 2:30 to 7. There's going to be different themes of transcending society's limited expectations, enduring loss of loved ones, and ultimately finding one's way in the world. And then the second half is called Head Trip, containing mostly animation. It features all sorts of settings that spiral out of control, different kinds of plots, and different kinds of worlds. So if you want to go for the more animated side, you want to go towards the evening. And as I said, more of those ones that make you think a little bit more, those will be more in the early afternoon. But there's going to be tons of fun events. You can vote for which ones are your favorite. And of course, there will be a dinner break and some drinks and beverages because AS 220 also has food next door in part of their building. So head on over to the Short Story Film Festival taking place on Saturday.
I always love everything that happens over at AS 220. It is such a wonderful, eclectic collection. They always have educational stuff. They have contemporary and modern dance. They have cultural dances, and you can learn how to, do, drumming. They have classes there for some of the most obscure things like you never would think of. You got to follow what they're doing over there. It's always an awesome time. All right, Jounce. Do you know what Jounce is?
Not at all. It sounds like bouncing, but aside from that, I don't know.
That's right. Jounce. It's a Jounce-a-thon, and this is all to raise funds for Adoption Rhode Island. Of course, November is National Adoption Month.
Yeah.
But jouncing is where you are jumping on the trampoline, the little trampoline thing.
Oh, yeah?
The fast trampoline. Like it's not like the trampoline park where you go wicked high.
Yes.
These are like the short ones.
Yes, okay, yeah.
There you go. Perfect. Jouncing. It is it's a fitness class, a great way to work off the turkey.
Perfect.
On Saturday. There you go. Saturday, they'll have some, it's a Jounce-a-thon, so, you can go throughout the day. It's from 9 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. over at Jounce Fitness in Johnston, which is 39 Putnam Pike. It's like Plaza 44. I think that's what it is there. You can get your tickets. It's $20. Do any of the classes that day, and it's wonderful. The $20 goes to Adoption Rhode Island, and you can jounce the day away and get healthy.
That's awesome.
And it's fun. Why not? Adoption Rhode Island, obviously, they've got a wonderful program over there. They facilitate, promote, and support permanent placement of children waiting for adoption. And they also work to improve, the well-being of foster and adopted children and their families. They do so many things over there. Adoption Rhode Island, really, they have the Heart Gallery, which travels around the entire state, which has gotten national recognition and awards. Just so great. You can raise money. Of course, you can bring as much money as you want to donate, folks. If you're looking for that tax write-off, boom, get it done now. But this is going to be a wonderful event happening this weekend. There's all those turkey trots, but you got to run a long way.
Yeah.
If you get tired, you have to still run to the end or run back to your car. This, you get off the trampoline and go out to your car, okay?
Well thought out.
Thank you. Well, that's my job here, to think for you, the listener, that's what we do, Mary. We provide a very valuable service to our listeners.
Truly.
So the Jounce-a-thon for Adoption Rhode Island happening on Saturday from 9 to 1:30 p.m. Jounce-a-thon for Adoption Rhode Island. Oh, Mary, guess what time it is?
Tell me.
Guess who's coming?
I know this song.
Guess who's coming? Crank it up. Ladies and gentlemen, Sesame Street Live.
Yes.
Coming to the Vets Auditorium. Theme, Let's Party. That's right. 2 dates. 4 shows this weekend. November 24th and 25th.
Yep.
On Saturday at 10:30 and 2:30. How smart is Sesame Street Live to get those shows at 10:30 and 2:30? These kids don't want to be out past 5 o'clock at night.
No.
Sunday as well, 10:30 and 2:30 over at the Vets, Sesame Street Live. And, this is the best way to get all that energy out from. You got to be penting up that, building up that energy on the coldest day. It's a great way to do it. You can jump to the beat with your friends on Sesame Street. They're going to be introducing an all-new interactive show that unfolds on one of the world's most famous streets, Sesame Street, and it's the funniest, furriest party in the neighborhood. That's right. It's Sesame Street Live. Let's party. And folks, you got to get your tickets, and you don't want to miss the pre-show experience where you'll get to walk on one of the world's most famous streets and meet some of your furry friends.
Hey.
How great is that?
That's pretty great.
You can get a free photo with Santa at Cardi's. You can go to the Vets, get a picture with the furry friends, Jim Henson's greatest creations ever. Life will be complete.
I love it. And
if you still got energy, go Jounce. And you got to do this all. You got to do this all before you go to the mansions, because you're not allowed to jump or jounce or be hyper at the mansions. You got to behave, because it is a very, very classy kind of place.
That's it.
All right, folks, as we said at the beginning, everything we talked about today can be found on our website, wickedrodypodcast.com.
Listen, 'tis the season to be snapping pictures with your phones. You're going to be on Instagram, Facebook, checking things out in the stories. Well, here's something that I would love for you to do. If you could, when you're not driving, snap a screenshot of your phone to show other people that you are listening to this podcast. You can easily share it in your Instagram or Facebook stories. And if you give us a tag, if you tag Wicked Rhody, that would be exceptionally helpful so other people know about the podcast. People learn about podcasts via word of mouth. Everyone's looking for things to do. And this is a great way in the season of giving, give people a podcast they can listen to.
Did you see the photo I posted this week?
My
holiday photo?
No. No, I have
My
not
holiday
yet.
photo? I took it with the most famous holiday person in the state,
Dude.
Nibbles Woodaway.
Oh, well, I watched your live video of it.
Well,
so that is, and if anyone's missed that, they need to head on over to your Facebook page.
Yeah, we lit up Nibbles with Billy Gilman and the Rhode Island Children's Chorus earlier this week. Oh, it was so great. Those kids are so talented. Billy's got a show coming up, too, next week, so check that out. We'll talk about that next week as well. But if you want advertising or sponsorship information, you can email us at wickedrodypodcast@gmail.com.
Until next time, folks, I'm Mary Larson.
And I'm Ben DeCastro.
And you've been listening to Wicked Rhody. We'll have more for you next Thursday. And most important, Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, folks. Get those expandable pants going now. Get ready. All the green bean casserole.